Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, an Alpha Knife TIE Fighter rendition, if you will. Before we get into the knife, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats show that number's going down. However, anything over zero is unacceptable. Vets, we love you. Man, you have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So here's the deal. Today we're doing the Alpha Knife TIE Fighter. Now, if Alpha Knife sounds familiar to you, it's ALFA. We just did two of their knives last month. JR was gracious enough to send us those two, and surprise, surprise, JR come through again. We've got three new Alpha knives to test out, and if you're not familiar with Alpha, you need to be. You really need to be, and I'll tell you why. We don't talk a lot, or enough really, about the aesthetics of a knife on this channel. We always talk about function, but I got to tell you, on this form follows function. This is an absolutely gorgeous knife. Now, I believe that G10, I believe it's G10 handles. It's that Ghost G10. It's just a cool looking color with black liners, and they did a brilliant job with those liners. I love when they do that. This knife is not only gorgeous, it is highly functional. Now, it's a fighter. Let me give you a little specs on it. The blade finish is acid etch, done very, very well. The blade length is just over 6 inches on this one. The cutting edge is like 5 3/4, maybe a little bigger. It is an 8670 carbon steel. It has a hollow grind. It is 3/16 inch thick. The handle scales are ambidextrous. Damon Lusky is the maker. The overall length on this one, guys, is right at 11 inches. Just a hell of a knife, man. Ample handle. This is one of the more comfortable handles that I've held. Now, you see here we're doing our 2-inch high pressure air hose that's about 3/16 or 1/4 inch thick. That stuff is no joke. We did a straight slice through it. Now we're going to do our penetrate and push. One of the things here is not so much, and I say this honestly because this knife is insanely sharp, but I picked the shortest piece of damn air hose I had. Usually what I do is puncture the air hose, push down, and twist with my hand and just let gravity take its course. Of course, this time, old Scabber, being the wise man that he is, got the shortest piece. However, what we did on this one, punctured it, slight pull, and then we're going to finish it off with kind of just a regular straight cut. Very, very, very impressed with this knife. Now, Mr. Damon owns Alpha Knife. He does all the making. I believe he does all his own designing, all his own making, and he does a hell of a job. His knives are sold through Old Town Cutlery. That's a company you need to check out. They're up in Georgia. Awesome, awesome, awesome folks. Old Town Cutlery. Now, you say, Scab, are you pushing? No, I'm not pushing it. I'm just saying, right now, guys, from here on, if I can help American knife makers, small makers, I'm going to do everything I can. It's not hard to help folks when they make knives like this, that are quality, that are beautiful. They use different materials. They all work. Now, like I said, this is a hollow grind. If you want to check out a good video on knife fighting, because this is a fighter, or it's named a TIE Fighter, I'm assuming it's a fighter. It handles like a fighter. It's light, it's fast, it's sharp, it does everything. Donnie B All-day has a series on knife fighting, and I guarantee you check it out, and I guarantee you he would love this knife. It contours perfectly to the hand in both grips. Now, this is the John Peters stab test. Guys, I believe we get up to 4 pieces of 1/4 inch sidewall attire. And I tried to take my time and show you each time I spun the knife to get that stab grip. I took my time to show you the grip. It's just as comfortable reverse grip like that. Look at that. As it is normal. I don't come over my head and go crazy. I'm going to be quiet. I just love the sound it makes when cutting the tire, stabbing the tire. It's very, very distinct. And if it's a fighter, son, it's a good one. There's my hand. I meant to edit that. My fault. There's my hand again. Attaboy, Scabber. Now, right here, we're going to cut some of the air hoses. what I do, guys, is I've been playing with my background noise. You guys have been honest with your reaction to it. Most enjoy it. I'm going to keep it in. I do try, like with stabbing, chopping, that kind of thing, to turn it up some. This is that 3/4 or 1 inch red high pressure airline. Super, super tough stuff. It just really is. Sometimes I think it's underplayed at how tough it is. This is some very, very thick cord, not paracord. It's probably twice the thickness of paracord. No problem there. Most of the stuff I cut with this knife had zero problem with, guys. And you're going to see that on the ratchet strap. Now, this is that plastic water hose with a canvas cover, okay? I like this because that canvas adds a challenge, and the plastic does it well, but that canvas really, really adds to it. You can see the plastic in there. Now, we're going to go to our ratchet straps. We're going to use both kinds. This I think it's like 1.5 inches, something like that, not as thick, and we sail through it. I think we double it up here in a minute and get 2 at once. But the knife is very sharp, feels very sharp, well done. The grinds, the edge bevels, all are perfectly aligned. They're all even. Everything, I'm telling you, the aesthetics of this knife are just as functional as it is beautiful. Very, very comfortable in hand too. I know I've mentioned that several times, and I'm not just talking about the handle. I'm talking about it's light, it's fast, it slices well. I do a little slicing here in a minute, and I'll show you. Here's our little 1/2 inch high pressure airline. And again, guys, I try to get as many different mediums cut in a video as I can. I just feel like it adds to the video. I feel like it gives you a better look at the knife. I feel like it puts more pressure on the knife. Right here, we're not stabbing, we're just cutting. Cutting straight through a steel belted truck tire, all right? That cannot be understated. Now, we're going to cut this ratchet strap again. 1, 2, through it. That's pretty good on that thick 2-inch ratchet strap. Now, what I like doing here is penetration, pull, and again, this is all, my ratchet straps I kind of envision as hides, that kind of thing. So if in your mind's eye, if you can kind of swap the two over, yes, we do more industrial type cutting, but that should transfer over and translate very well to camping, woodscraft, bushcraft, that kind of stuff. Now right here, I just picked up part of an old 4x4, and I want to show y'all. I was just going to make a few feather sticks. But then, of course, as old Scabber will do, I don't do things simply or quickly. I decided to go all the way around, make a feather stick bouquet like we do, and make a tent spike, all right? And you see right here, just with that standard grip, I'm not using a fencing grip, although the fencing grip on this knife is exquisite. It's awesome. Using a standard grip, making quick little slide cuts there, going deeper and deeper as we go around this stick. Now, there's no evenness to this stick. There's no real shape to this stick. That's really kind of why I wanted to try it. And I just wanted y'all to watch the knife work. And while I'm looking at the knife, it's got those beautiful deep fullers right there. Just awesome. Now watch here. 1, 2. There it is. And a stab. Yeah, it's a pipe. Was able to slice that, and I use that tough plastic. Now we got a just chunk of wood here. This was an old 4x4, and I almost used something else, and I thought, no, let's put this knife to the test. You get a great look at the aesthetics of the knife there. You can see where your thumb rests. Very, very comfortable. And we blow through. Now the thing with all the pressurized 4x4s and things like that, guys, one, it's very tough. But 2, it's full of knots, and a lot of times they're made out of that old pine, so there's a lot of fat wood knots in there that make it very, very tough. We had no edge damage, zero. Very, very, very well made. That old Scabber with them short pants on looking good, son. Now, this is a piece of that box store hardwood, firewood stuff. His stuff is just tough, man. It really is. You see the knife's having zero problems. What I like to do, say this is a fighter or self-defense knife or anything of that nature, I like to make it like, and I like to do my demonstrations as such, this is your one tool option. This is what you have. We don't compare. I'm not trying to compare. This is what you have on you at the time, because that's reality, right? That's reality. This is the knife you have. What's the best knife for the job? Well, the knife you have on you at the time. That's why I always, always, always advocate use your stuff, use your shit, see how it works, see how it feels, get the grip. This is a knife that's well made, it's well done, and I gotta tell you, if it makes me look halfway decent, it's just a damn good knife. Now, this is that chunk that came out of my stump, which Richard, if you're still watching, we got to get another stump, buddy. And you see right here, the knife not only batons well, but it splits it as it goes. Guys, I love, and I'm telling you, this is the third Alpha knife. I've got 2 more to go. I am in love with the quality of the blade, the aesthetics of the blade. It is absolutely phenomenal. Listen, 45 seconds. Donnie B All-day is marching to 10,000. We got to get him there. Got some badass giveaways when he gets there. You want to check that out. My guy Joe, love Joe, my partner on Blade Talk, but he has his own channel, Steel Forged and Fire Sword and Knife. Get over there and subscribe to him. He's going to 2,000. Grugsy, Legion Tacticool is going to 1,000. We're going to shout him out till he gets there. Wingman 115, John Heffron, Wingman 115 is headed to 50,000. Let's get him there. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, man. I appreciate every second you spend with me. If you like it, hit that like button, hit subscribe. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son.